Coming up on today's episode of Technoid, the Google Pixel 4a has finally been announced. It is finally happening, people. It's finally happening. I will explain exactly what happened. Also on today's episode, Google is willing to give Samsung more money if they kill Bixby and the Galaxy App Store. I will explain everything you need to know about that, and also the OnePlus Nord will finally be making its way to America, but not exactly the variant that was released in Europe and Asia. All of that on today's episode, so stay tuned. What's happening, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to Technoid. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, what? 2 uploads? That is awesome. Now, to those of you just clicking on for the first time, I did upload this morning. I made a review on the Soundcore Life Q10, so this is my second upload. This is my way of making up for the weekend because I will not be uploading for the next couple of days, so I hope 2 videos in a day kind of makes up for the lack of videos to come. But welcome back, everybody. I hope you all are having an excellent day. Now, before we start the video, let me get the disclaimer out of the way. To returning subscribers, thank you as always. To new subscribers, thank you for joining on. And to new viewers, if you like the content, if you like what I bring to the table, and you enjoy my show, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on your notifications so you do not miss when I upload. And also consider hitting that like button as well. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get it going. So story number 1, before we talk about the Pixel 4a, let's get the side stories out of the way. So the first story up is the OnePlus Nord. So as you know, the OnePlus Nord is a huge success in the Asian market, Europe market. It is a huge success everywhere. But of course, it's not a big success with Jerry Rig as the damn screen cracks like a potato chip. Really? Interesting. Well, according to a couple of news outlets, it looks like the OnePlus Nord is actually going to make its way to America. However, it is going to be a different variant. Now, the detail explains that this version of the OnePlus Nord will be a version made specifically for the USA cellular network towers, as it turns out the OnePlus Nord in Europe does not support certain band frequencies that we have access to. Now, I find that a little strange because it has the 765G, and I thought maybe that would have done a job, but I suppose OnePlus, of course, had to use a different modem and stuff. But the variant will be a slightly tweaked version, so that way it appeals to the US audience. But I don't know if that's gonna make a big splash, because I think what you really need, if you want this phone to make a big splash, you have to partner it with a carrier, give it some exclusivity, and also give it a nice deal. Because the OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro sales have proven that yeah, there's not enough marketing, there's not enough hype for this thing. And going on another podcast to reveal the damn thing didn't help you anyway. So my advice, if you want to hit it in the American market, you need to advertise OnePlus. Spend money on that. Story number 2, now that we're transitioning over to Google, let's talk what they want to do to Samsung. Now, as you know, Samsung kind of has an ecosystem established. They're trying to get it off the ground. Well, it looks like Google wants to pull the plug on that. So according to a couple of news outlets, Google is willing to pay Samsung more equity in their revenue share if they get rid of Bixby and the Galaxy App Store. So the reason why they want to do this is because, the truth be told, the Samsung so-called ecosystem is a confusing blob of a mess. It creates a problem for Google because you have the Play Store, then you have a separate App Store where they can make even more money, and also they can get a few exclusives that Google can't. But also because more people use the Google Assistant and Bixby just sucks. So by giving them more money in their revenue sharing, giving them more of a stake, this would definitely try to persuade them in some way. Now, on the one hand, I can see Samsung doing this as they are integrating a lot of Google features to the phone. So for example, in the messaging app, they just added the Duo, and soon they will be releasing RCS. But on the other hand, I don't see this because Bixby did make them a lot of money. Now you're probably saying, but that doesn't make any sense. The Galaxy Watch had Bixby shipped in, a lot of users do use that. The refrigerator shipped with Bixby, all the smartphones ship with Bixby, even though they don't use it, and then the so-called Galaxy Home, which is non-existent, MIA. But the point is, I don't think Samsung is going to ditch it right away, especially the Galaxy App Store. The only way that this would work out for Samsung was if they ditched Google and did their own software. I have been on record saying that Samsung will not succeed with this ecosystem if they don't drop the whole Google platform. If they were to move away from Android and do their own thing, maybe basing it off of Tizen and having your own in-house apps and let it all be there, then I would be like, okay. But the fact that you're using Google and more people prefer Google just doesn't work. So this was something I saw coming, and if you guys weren't willing to admit it, then goodbye. And last story, the main story, the Google Pixel 4a. Now this phone feels like a weird loop. I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over. Well, it has officially been confirmed that the Google Pixel 4a is finally going to get a release. Now, John Prosser has come out and announced the release date was going to be August 3rd, and it just so happens that it will be happening August 3rd. Now, I already knew this was happening because my good man, the SMT, was announced to me. I think he probably told some people. Sorry, Sam, if I'm spoiling, but he was announced to be part of Team Pixel. That lucky son of a... But in all seriousness though, John is back. John Prosser has been back. He's been giving a lot of news and rumors and stuff. Honestly, John, I gotta say, you need to stop focusing on Twitter and get the hell back on YouTube because people need content. So get your ass back on the YouTube platform. But in all seriousness though, the August 3rd release also lines up with the Galaxy Unpacked because I have a feeling they are going to try to take some of the talk and the buzz from that event as well. So it does make sense for them to line it up with that event, but thank God they are finally releasing this phone. Now, of course, there are a lot of jumble words on the promotion page, but the thing you need to know, it's the Google phone or the 4a, that's the one you want. Now, again, the 4a 5G, that's the rumor. I've been on record saying that I didn't think it was gonna happen, but then of course I was proven wrong. So we can probably expect the 4a. If the 4a 5G is announced, I am probably gonna be the most shocked YouTuber on this platform because it'll probably give me a kick in the face. That's all I've got to say on that. But I'm really happy that Google is finally releasing this thing. I am so happy, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to see this phone. I would have loved to have been a part of Team Pixel, Google, but I am happy to just take a look at the thing and talk about it with you guys on the camera. It doesn't make any difference. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. So guys, again, I really thank you all for watching my last two videos. Thank you all for tuning in as always. I will see you guys probably on Wednesday or Tuesday, depending on when I get back. But guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and peace.